It all started with a decision to leave my life in the US and come here to Shenzhen, China. Let me tell you how it all began with a surprising thing I saw out a window in Shanghai that inspired me to start this channel. I'm Craig and this is Cinematic Something, a show where I give you a little glimpse of what I experience here in China, and other places too. A few years ago, I was living in San Francisco when COVID hit and everything changed. Life, it just became more difficult. Lines formed outside grocery stores, and the streets became really empty. After living in California for over a decade, my wife and I started to imagine what life would look like somewhere else. And since she's Chinese, China became an obvious choice. So we said goodbye to our stuff, the important people in our lives, and San Francisco, and got on an airplane for Shanghai. I can remember being so exhausted getting on that airplane, but it wasn't over. Landing in China during the COVID era meant we were entering a protected bubble. Multiple tests were needed for everyone, including our cat. Finally, we were bused to a special hotel for 2 weeks of isolation where these people in funny outfits would take care of us, bringing food and taking our temperature at least twice a day.
Ooh. What is that?
The idea of sitting in a hotel was not something I was excited about, but I tried my best to stay entertained. And I did that by keeping a schedule, working on editing projects, but the most entertaining thing of all was something I didn't expect. One of the first things I did when I came in here is look out the window. And when you know, we look at another building. But over here to the right, we got ourselves a massive construction site, which is gold. I got my nice camera here, shooting some beautiful shots of people working, welding, hammering, and stacking, and craning, all kinds of things. I'll admit, coming to China hasn't been easy, but the view out that window helped me realize something. No matter what your first impression is of a place, leave room to be surprised. Often the most cinematic moments happen in places you wouldn't expect. And ever since, no matter where I go, whether it's across the street or somewhere far away, I keep my eyes open, observe, and look for that cinematic something in the world. That's it for today. If you would like to see more of what I find here in China and other places too, why not like and subscribe to Cinematic Something? There's a lot of kites up there. There's also a lot of kites in the trees over there.